Here is the whole story of Granny. Granny was born in Emboscada in Paraguay. Her parents had no work and lived in misery. To earn some money, her father went into drug trafficking. But you know, the criminal world always leads to disaster. At the age of 10, Granny's father came home with a lot of cash. He said he finished a job and that they could finally live decently. They moved in Romania, in a house in the middle of the plains. They lived in isolation for 5 years, and Granny was not allowed to go to school. Granny's father never told her the truth. He had stolen a briefcase full of money from Bolivian traffickers during a drug exchange. Now they lived isolated, so they would never be found by those traffickers, and they were surely looking for them in Latin America. So to avoid contact with the outside as much as possible, they had false documents. They didn't drive, and Granny didn't go to school. Her mother taught her the English language at home, but one day, while they were eating, a group of men, with their faces covered, entered their home. Granny was 15 years old and was scared. These men had Kalishnikov. One of the men, the largest, approached the table, looking at her father. He was probably the boss. He asked her father, "Where is the money?" Her father replied, "I'm going to take it. It's there in the drawer." Her father got out of his chair, went to the drawer, and then took a baseball bat. At full speed, he ran to the leader of the group and hit his head with the bat. The man fell unconscious on the ground, while the other terrorists started shooting her father and her mother. Granny wasted no time. She passed through a small hole behind the sofa, and she ran away in the forest crying. Behind her, she could hear the terrorists following her. She kept running through the trees without knowing where she was going. After 20 minutes, she stopped and rested. They were no longer following her. She was in the middle of Romania with no idea what she would have done. At one point, she found a dark mansion. It certainly seemed abandoned.